Planning a trip to Rome? You're not alone if you're feeling overwhelmed. From navigating its historic streets to making the most of your visit, the questions can feel endless. But don't worry, today we're answering the most asked questions about exploring the Eternal City. Stay tuned and let's turn your doubts into confidence for an unforgettable Roman adventure. Rome is absolutely buzzing with excitement right now. Can you feel it? The Eternal City is gearing up for something truly extraordinary, the Jubilee of 2025. Imagine this: pilgrims and visitors from every corner of the world, all flocking here to celebrate this monumental event. It's like history in the making, and you can be part of it. Everywhere you go, Rome is transforming. Over 230 projects are in full swing to make this timeless city shine even brighter. Picture yourself strolling past the majestic Colosseum with the brand new Metro Line C quietly humming beneath your feet. It's like history and modern life are holding hands. Now, let's get practical. Traveling to Rome? Here's what you need to know to make your trip smooth and stress-free. Italy is part of the European Union and the Schengen Convention, so the rules for entering are pretty straightforward, but they do depend on where you're coming from. Let me break it down for you in the simplest way possible. For EU citizens, if you're from a Schengen zone country, it's super easy. You can visit Italy with just your passport or even a valid ID. No visa, no fuss. You can literally pack your bags and just go. For US and UK citizens, American friends, listen up, United States, and my lovely Brits too. If you're staying for less than 90 days, you won't need a visa. But here's a little pro tip: make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your trip. Trust me, you don't want to find yourself in a last-minute passport panic at the airport. Oh, and just in case, immigration might ask to see your return ticket and proof of enough funds for your stay. It's all about showing you're ready for a smooth trip. For Australian and New Zealand travelers, Aussies, get excited. No visa needed for a stay under 90 days, but your passport? Yeah, it's gotta have at least 6 months of validity from your return date. And Kiwis, you're golden too. 3 months in Italy visa-free. But here's the catch: your passport only needs 3 months of validity. Oh, and that return ticket? Don't leave home without it. Also, check out New Zealand's bilateral visa agreements. It's like extra travel magic. For EU, EEA, and Swiss citizens, if you're from countries like Germany, Spain, or Switzerland, you're in the fast lane. No visa needed. It's as easy as crossing the street. Just grab your ID or passport and start planning those Italian adventures. For citizens of visa-free countries, and if you're from places like Canada, Japan, Singapore, or Brazil, good news. You can also enjoy up to 90 days in Italy without a visa. But don't forget your passport. It needs to be valid throughout your stay. Nobody likes surprises at the border. For everyone else, if your country wasn't on this list, don't worry. Your best bet is to check with your local Italian embassy or visit the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs website. They'll give you all the details you need to get your visa sorted and your trip ready to go. So, are you ready to make your Italian dream a reality? Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, or share your own travel tips. Before you pack your bags and hop on that flight to Rome, let's talk about something that might not be on the top of your travel checklist: insurance. Sure, it's not as exciting as planning your gelato tour or mapping out your visit to the Colosseum, but trust me, it's just as important. Health insurance in Italy. Here's the good news: Italy has a fantastic healthcare system. But as a visitor, you'll need to know how it works for you. Depending on where you're from, the process can vary. Credit card travel insurance. Still deciding how to pay for your flight? Check the perks on your credit card. Many cards include travel insurance if you purchase your tickets with them. This could save you time and money. Just imagine being covered for lost luggage, flight cancellations, or even unexpected medical costs. For US, Canadian, and Australian travelers, here's a tip for my friends from the US, Canada, or Australia. You're not required to have insurance to enter Italy, but let's face it, accidents don't RSVP. Even if you're the most careful traveler, it's smart to be prepared. Think of travel insurance as a safety net. It's one less thing to worry about while you're marveling at the Sistine Chapel. UK and European citizens. If you're coming from the UK or Europe, your eChick or GHIC card is like your golden ticket to free or reduced cost medical care in Rome. Picture this: you're cycling along the Appian Way when you take a tumble. That little card could make all the difference between a quick recovery and a big expense. And hey, for my UK viewers, you can apply for the GHIC online. Super easy. Schengen Area Travel Insurance. For those of you needing a visa to enter Italy or other Schengen countries, travel insurance isn't just a recommendation, it's a requirement. It's like having a VIP pass to ensure you're covered for medical expenses or emergency repatriation. No proof of coverage, no visa. At the end of the day, travel insurance is about peace of mind. It's the small investment that lets you focus on making memories, not managing mishaps. So, whether you're savoring a cappuccino at a Roman cafe or tossing a coin into the Trevi fountain, you can enjoy every moment knowing you're prepared for whatever comes your way. Rome enjoys a Mediterranean climate, which means winters are cool but never bitterly cold, and summers are hot and full of sunshine. So, really, there's no bad time to visit. Compare this to cities like London, Dublin, or Amsterdam, and Rome's temperatures feel like a warm embrace. Even in the heart of winter, January and February, highs average around 12 degrees Celsius or 53 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for exploring with a warm scarf and a cappuccino in hand. At night, though, it can get frosty, so don't forget your coat. Speaking of winter, picture this. The streets of Rome are quieter, the crowds at the Vatican are thinner, and you might even have Piazza Navona practically to yourself. Sure, it rains every few days, but when the sun peeks through, it lights up the city in the most enchanting way. I once wandered the Roman Forum in February with a light drizzle falling. It felt like the city was all mine. Pro tip: pack an umbrella and comfy shoes, and you're set. Summer in Rome, it's a vibe. July and August bring the heat, with average highs around 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The gelato shops become your best friends, and that first bite of pistachio gelato on a hot afternoon? Pure bliss, but heads up, it's humid. Think of it like being wrapped in a warm, historical hug. Oh, and in August, many locals escape to the coast or countryside, so some shops and restaurants may close. But don't worry, there's still plenty to do and see. If you're looking for that Goldilocks moment, not too hot, not too cold, spring and autumn are your best bets. Imagine strolling through the Borghese Gardens in April as the flowers bloom, or wandering Trastevere in late October under golden autumn leaves. The city feels alive, but not overwhelmingly crowded. Just one tip: avoid Easter if you're not a fan of big crowds. The city gets busy with travelers, but hey, that's part of Rome's charm too, right? So, when's the best time to visit Rome? Honestly, whenever your heart calls for it. Rome has a way of welcoming you, whether it's under a summer sun, a winter drizzle, or a crisp autumn breeze. It's not just the weather that makes this city unforgettable, it's the way Rome makes you feel. Pack your suitcase, bring your sense of adventure, and let Rome's magic do the rest. Buon viaggio. Hey there, fellow traveler, planning a trip to the Eternal City? Before you pack your bags and hop on that plane to Rome, let's talk about something super important: public holidays. Knowing these ahead of time can really make your trip smoother and even more memorable. So, let's dive into Rome's public holidays and how they might add a little magic or a little hiccup to your adventure. New Year's Day, January 1st. We're kicking off with a classic. The city's quiet, but the festive lights are still twinkling. It's a perfect day to stroll through Piazza Venezia or grab a cozy cappuccino while everyone recovers from the night before. Epiphany, January 6th. Now, this one's special. It's the day the Befana, a witch, yes, a witch, delivers sweets to kids who've been good and coal to those who haven't. You'll find charming little markets and festive vibes everywhere. Maundy Thursday and Easter Monday. Dates vary, but these are big in Rome. If you're here during Easter, expect incredible traditions. From the Pope's blessing in St. Peter's Square to special Easter treats like Colomba cake. Just remember, some attractions might be closed, so plan accordingly. Liberation Day, April 25th. This day marks Italy's liberation from Nazi occupation. It's a time for reflection and celebration. Head to a piazza, soak in the live music, or watch a local parade. It's a slice of modern Italian history. Labor Day, May 1st, Labor Day. It's a national holiday, and you'll likely see concerts and events. Just be aware, lots of things are shut down, so plan for a relaxed day exploring Rome's beautiful parks like Villa Borghese. Republic Day, June 2nd. Picture this, a grand parade in Rome with the Italian president in attendance. It's the day Italians celebrate their republic, and the energy is contagious. Ferragosto, August 15th. This one's a summer classic. Think of it as Italy's version of a giant summer holiday. Many locals head to the coast, so Rome can feel a bit quieter. It's a perfect day to explore without the usual crowds. All Saints' Day, November 1st. A reflective day when families visit cemeteries to honor loved ones. It's a calm and serene time in the city, perfect for visiting Rome's churches or simply wandering its Feast of the Immaculate Conception, December 8th. This day marks the start of the Christmas season. Picture twinkling lights, nativity scenes, and Christmas markets. It's a festive treat for the senses. Christmas Day and St. Stephen's Day, December 25th and 26th. Rome at Christmas is like stepping into a holiday postcard. Churches are alive with midnight masses, and cozy trattorias serve up comforting Italian holiday dishes. Let me know in the comments which holiday you're most excited about, or if you've experienced any of these in Rome yourself. Happy travels and enjoy the magic of Rome. Let's dive into some everyday costs and practical tips to help you make the most of your Roman adventure. Let's start with the essentials: food and drink. Imagine this, you're strolling through the cobblestone streets of Trastevere, and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafts through the air. At a bar, that espresso will only cost you about €1. But if you fancy sipping it on a scenic terrace while people watching, that'll set you back €3. Totally worth it, right? Feeling peckish? Grab a panini or a slice of pizza for just €3 to €4. These quick bites are delicious, filling, and won't dent your budget. Oh, and beer lovers? A cold one ranges from €2 to €4, depending on where you are in the city. Pro tip, the farther you are from the tourist hotspots, the friendlier the prices. Now, let's talk about getting around. Picture this, you've just tossed your coin into the Trevi Fountain and are heading to the Vatican museums. A one-way metro ticket, valid for 75 minutes, costs just €1.50. For a whole day of unlimited rides, it's €7. And taxis, they're a great option for groups. A ride from Termini Station to most neighborhoods will cost between €10 and €20. Heading to or from Fiumicino Airport, set aside €50 for that trip. Accommodation is where things can vary. If you're a budget traveler, you'll find cozy double rooms in hotels starting at €55. Want a little more comfort and a central location? Mid-range hotels start around €120. And for those seeking luxury, you're in Rome after all. Expect to pay upwards of €200 for a night of opulence. And then, of course, there are the must-visit landmarks. Picture yourself standing in awe at the Colosseum or wandering through the Capitoline museums. Tickets for each are €16. Totally worth every cent for the history and beauty you'll experience. So, whether you're indulging in a cappuccino at a terrace cafe or soaking in centuries of art and history, Rome doesn't have to drain your wallet. With a little planning, you can savor every moment while staying smart with your budget. Ready to live La Dolce Vita in Rome? Let us know in the comments which tip you found most helpful, and share your favorite Rome travel hacks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel tips and inspiration. See you in the next video, and maybe even in Rome. Ciao for now.